What's up, nerds? Back with another video. I am currently driving through the forests in Maine on the way up to Sugarloaf for the New York Police Fire Department and little father-son vacation, yearly vacation thing that we do. My dad was assistant patrol director. All of my family friends, all skiers, ski patrollers, EMTs, police, firefighters. So we've just, through our connections throughout the year, gotten invites to various different things, and this being one of them. So while I am on this beautiful drive through the mountains of Maine, I thought I would do a little update video as far as, how the plan's going, because I uploaded a video in October last year. Well, I uploaded a video before then, but October was the first of the specific update videos, and that was, in front of the computer, had the PowerPoint, had all of that stuff all prepped, and this is going to be a much more informal, update for the plan, how it's been going, progress made, etc. So recently, over the last 3-4 months since that video went live, I guess, closer to 5 months now. But since that video's gone live, and since I've, kind of accepted, everything. I mean, I've accepted before then, but as far as YouTube, content goes, right? So, how's it gone since I've put that, produced video on the channel and, done the, gone through and had the PowerPoint, how's that all holding up? Well, it's honestly holding up pretty well. As far as everything going business-wise, as far as everything family-wise, as far as everything work-wise, pretty happy with my follow-through. Obviously not perfect. Obviously, there's little things I can be doing here and there to be better. However, I would say for follow-through on the plan, I'm a solid 75% happy, if not more. Definitely way more happy than depressed or anything like that. And I think the biggest things that have helped me out recently have been conversations with family from, outside of the personal family, conversations with family inside, essentially, not to go like crazy deep into my life, but to very quickly to distinguish between those two. Essentially, family members who are family, cousins, literal blood relatives, have known me for my whole lives. However, they are not like involved in like the day-to-day life, so to say. And then, family members who are more active, who know more about me, my job, what I do in the day-to-day, just to make the quick distinction. And as well as people who are family friends who have, gotten bits and pieces here, but have really essentially heard the real life video or versions of this video, so I've been practicing essentially before uploading this video by talking to all those people, and it's been a lot of positive feedback, a lot of constructive criticism, a lot of I've gotten very close to a lot of things, and I've said multiple times in these videos that I might not know exactly where I'm going. I might not have direct answers to everything right now. However, the overall direction and the overall motivation and where I am confident that I will be able to overcome whatever challenges come my way, or whatever different, mental things, whichever. And so the follow-up to that has been, these conversations have led me to, it's something that my teacher, and I know this is a little bit of an ADD tangent, but I promise I'm going somewhere. One of my favorite teachers, who actually I live in her house. She grew up. If I go into the basement of my house, you see her and her siblings' names carved on the walls in the basement, because that's where they would go to do their height growing up. So, I mean, it's crazy, it's weird how life works, right? But she's one of my favorite teachers, probably taught me some of the most useful things I've ever used in my entire life. Things I use to this day. A lot of people, a lot of young people, say like, oh, when am I ever going to use this again? When am I ever going to do this again, right? This teacher was my English grammar teacher, and she taught me things that I use and continue to use, and ways of thinking, and things that I use every single day of my life. And so, I mean, really, when I tell you that one of the things that she said, and one of the reasons that she teaches, is she loves seeing that recognition. She teaches for that moment, for when the kids, she sees it in their eyes, of that, the clicking, the gears going together, everything, just, that moment of realization. And I understand now, because the things that the conversations that I had with people, right, in my life, it wasn't that they taught me anything new. It's not like they hit me with like something and it was like, wow, whoa, I've never thought about, they just pointed me in the right direction. And, I was already on this path, but they were like, oh, well, maybe, if you, whatever, you walk on this side of the road, or if you see something that goes down this path, you take this path now, but they just helped me put together what I already had in just that way, that just, it was like, this is why I thought the way I did. Like, this is why it is important to take these steps that I have, because I am now understanding things that just, it seems like it was just so obvious. Like, and who knows, maybe if I hadn't been this way, maybe I would have gotten to that place and they would have helped me. However, they didn't need to drop any of the knowledge bombs. They didn't have to do any of that. It was that they said a little something that was a little bit, they didn't know it, and then that just immediately just fit right in. It was just like, oh, that was the phrasing that I didn't have. I knew that this was for something, but I just didn't know what to phrase it. But there we go. Boom. And it just clicked so perfectly. And so that was a lot of, hey, if you need a specific example, well, very specifically in my life, I had these motivations for doing things, and it was motivating me. It still motivates me, and it was like, okay, I know, and I trust in myself, and I have this confidence, and this is what, and I know that this is what I want to do. And now I know it is because I do not want my kids, I do not want my relationships, I do not want whatever, however it was taught to me. I am in a position now where and hey, if my kids, I will teach them how I got to this position, obviously, right? But I am now in this position where I do not want them to come to the decisions that I have made, to come to these realizations, to do all this because of toxic things in their life, because of negativity. It is important to be able to learn from these things, and it is important to make mistakes and go through tough times. However, it is not so important to put yourself through such negative things. It is not beneficial to your life to be exposed to toxicity for the sake of toxicity. You know, if and I use toxicity specifically. Maybe I should do, you know, harassment or, you know, physical abuse. You know, I should use a phrasing that is, you know, a little bit more towards the socially unacceptable side. You know, and I was never going to hit my kids, but, you know, I do not want my kids to learn by being beaten. You know, and I think, you know, what a lot of people say is, you know, they want to break the cycle. Their whole family was alcoholics. Their whole family was abusive. Everyone in their family was selfish. Everyone in their family was a narcissist. Everybody, and it was because of that you know, situation and all of that pressure, that heat, that all of that intensity forged a diamond that is now able to, you know, just be able to just cut through whatever, you know, whatever other diamond fucking metaphor bullshit, right? But not saying I'm a fucking diamond, right? But the people that I have met are people who, to me, are diamonds, right? And it just confirms to me, it's like, yes, that is why I am doing this, because I could just create diamonds in a lab, or set up the conditions to create diamonds without needing to. I mean, yes, is it great, just to use another shitty example, is it great if you buy your wife a $100,000 diamond ring that is absolutely fucking beautiful, and your wife knows it costs $100,000, right? And I'm sure she's happy. I'm sure it'd be great, right? However, we are now at a point, or I'm at a point in my life where I can create a $100,000 diamond ring, except it only costs me $5,000. And it's done in a way where if there are imperfections or there are different things, you're not wasting all of these resources and all of this time. You're able to just evaluate what went wrong and go again and learn from that experience. It doesn't need to be such a life-altering or ruining event or, you know, process. So that is all to say that the part of my plan that has really progressed the most recently, while there have been a lot of business, you know, and professional steps taken, and there's been a lot of online stuff, as far as personal relationships and the way that I feel and how, you know, I'm progressing personally. You know, I guess this video is just an update to say that, you know, the mental is strong, the motivations and the width of the, you know, the foundation I've built. You know, I've started to make steps now up in the pyramid. You know, I've built my base as wide as I can, and I've started to place little bricks on top, and it's just, you know, I am looking forward to building an exceedingly sturdy structure with an extremely high point now that, you know, and because I'm confident laying down the bricks that this is going to be a great pyramid. And now I think I'm done with all these terrible shitty metaphors. I got another like hour plus of driving, so I just wanted to get this one out there, document this, and hopefully the next one will be a more professional, you know, business update video. Right now this is more personal, so looking forward to the next one, being able to show here are the business steps progressed, here is professionally how the you know, plan has taken forth, but this is the personal one. So thanks for watching. Smoke grass, eat ass. As always, be excellent to each other, and I will see you in the next video. Deuces.